Marty, do you regret StarCraft 2 is made because you didn't get to do Brood War all your life? No, man, I love StarCraft 2. It's such a funny thing. They're like, he plays StarCraft 1. He likes to play that, so he doesn't like StarCraft 2. It's like, dude, why do you think I cast this every week? I love StarCraft 2. Let's go. We're getting into this round of 4, guys. This is going to be a best of 3. Yes, that Epic TVT was awesome. I actually think I recasted that on my YouTube channel. You should check it out. Anyways, let's get into it. Okay. Oh, man, what a great first map, too. So, we're on Neo-Humanity, Astrea top left, Dark bottom right. Here's a few things. This is the semifinals. It's a best of 3. Last week, Astrea beat Dark 2-1 in the semifinals. This is the map he lost, Neo-Humanity. This is the map where he has some weird 3 Stargate builds. He did a different one last week against both Dark and Solar, lost both of them. And then he did a different version that still went into 3 Stargate with a super fast third base against DRG and lost that map, but won the other 2 maps. So, we don't really know what we're going to see here. Probe and drone kind of pass each other. Follows the drone for a second. Oh, now. Oh, okay. That's fine. There's nothing weird or bad about that. It's fine to take the rich geyser base. But sometimes Dark does offensive hatcheries. That's why I was getting excited. But also, we already saw Astrea actually do a scout for an offensive hatchery in a previous game today against DRG. So that was kind of giving me some chills. I'm like, damn, Dark's going to be in trouble. He doesn't know that Astrea will scout for this. And of course, we don't know if he would or not, but whatever. Now, the rich geysers, you carry back more gas when you mine from it. And rich geysers, there's only one geyser at a base that has rich geysers. Okay, so it is going to be Nexus into Cybercore. I'm really excited to see if he goes for that quick third base again. All right. Whew, I'm a little bit wiggly. This is fun. This is fun. I'm glad that you guys came by. I hope that you're enjoying the cast and the games. The NA Cup the last couple weeks was really good. There was like 2 or 3 weeks when like last year's season was wrapping up and then this year's season was starting. We didn't get many signups. The games weren't very good. We had a few weeks where I was like, should I keep doing this? I'm like, yeah, I think it's going to pick up again because the structure is actually kind of counting now. It's important to get your EPT points. It's important to, you know, make a few extra bucks by hitting the prize money, things like that. Yeah, really glad that we have, because the games have been, like, last week's games, amazing. The week before that, amazing. This week, amazing. Having a lot of great stuff going down. Really fun to watch these NA players fight back as well. We saw some great games from Epic today. Trigger normally has been putting out some amazing games. Astrea, of course, always the king of NA. Now, this is a robo opener. Not common at all. Not common at all. Don't know what we're going to see either with it. Like, maybe it's just disruptor drops? Like, that would make sense, right? Disruptor drops? That's normally what you see with a quick robo. Observer first, but let's see if he goes ahead and makes the support bay. There's the support bay. So the support bay is going to get him, you know, the prism speed as well as the disruptor. And then he can fly around and harass with that a little bit. But, yeah, normally speed disruptor drops turn into a timing attack. All the other games we've seen from Astrea here, he's opted for quick third bases. So I'm not sure what to expect. Like, again, most commonly we do see the timing attack, but he hasn't really shown us second robo. Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know what the hell this is. I am so excited right now. Okay. Hold on. I'm remembering a build. Hold on. My brain. No. I think it was the reverse of this. Okay, Hero had an old build that I believe was like... It was either double Robo into double Stargate or double Stargate into double Robo. And I can't remember. It was years and years and years ago. But this just, like, sparked in my mind. So just, I'm kind of keeping that on the edge of my mind, but I think it was the other way around. I think it was Stargate into Robo. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, Disruptor on the way. Just light harassment right now. Checking out what's what more than anything. With the Adepts. Doesn't want to take hull damage. Second Prism and Disruptor. There's that Prism speed. Very, very important to get. Second Disruptor coming up as well. Ooh. Okay. 4 gates being added on. All right, so we're going to be on 6 gate, double Robo, double Prism. Guys, I have never seen this. I have never seen it. I love this. Oh, it's so fresh. It is so fresh. This is the quickest 4 disruptors literally ever made in pro games. Now, if he can multitask this and actually do something without losing all this crap, that's going to be something else. There is an attack incoming. Oh, God. See, they counter so hard here. Oh! Oh, he's going to get that pylon and cancel the warp. And, oh, God, has to recall as well. Oh, please don't die. Okay, he's held it well so far. We're not dead yet. Double Colossus is coming. The gate's finishing up. He has to save the Nexus. And he can't be losing too many probes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, the Colossus gets out. The Colossus gets out. This is unfortunate because I believe he's going to lose the Nexus. Because you see this micro that we're seeing, he kills a Disruptor and he's going to get the Nexus. My God. Dark just suddenly kills him. He's trying to show us something really cool, brand new, super exciting. And Dark's like, no, I'll just make Zerglings and kill him, bro. That's what I'll do. Yeah, Dark is very anti-fun. But it's got that killer instinct, that's for sure. That's a world champion you're looking at right there, man. Cybernetic Score being remade, Nexus being remade. Well, you know what? He's got some harassment he can do, but the Spire's coming up, which is obviously the best follow-up that you have. By just making some Mutalisks, you're very likely to win from here. And you're, like... See, I believe this is why, in the build I was talking about before, like, Hero went into 2 Stargate after the 2 Robo. If I'm remembering correctly. He did it in GSL. You can look it up. It was a match against Scarlet. She actually beat it because she had played against him on the ladder earlier that day, and he didn't know it was her. But it was a fun build. Anyways, whatever. Who cares? 4 sentries on the way. The Mutas are going to come out and ruin Astrea's day. That is for sure. Disruptors are getting some stuff done. But 10 Mutas, man. 4 sentries don't beat 10 Mutas. This isn't Wings of Liberty. Wings of Liberty Beta, in fact. They had to nerf the damage because people would just go mass sentry against Mutas and the Mutas couldn't touch them. Yeah. Okay, we're going to see GG. Just nothing left over. Hallucinates Archons. If those were real, man, he'd take this game. It's so funny. He's still trying to get damage done. But, yeah, even with the recall, like, you're not going to catch up with the Mutalisk count. It's impossible. And the thing is, Dark doesn't have to engage you. Against people that go Blink Stalker, if they actually get critical mass that beats your Mutas, you just counterattack. He can't win on Neo-Humanity against these Zergs. Like, he can't do it. He's lost every single time. That's 4 losses in 4 matches. I love what he's bringing, though. He has so many cool builds for the map that he's trying out. Yeah, I think there's something to that guy in the chat. I think we're going to see standard plays now. Dude, if I'm Dark, I cheese him. Cheese him out. All right, we're going to go into Dragon Scales next. This is best of 3. It's the semifinals. It's going to be best of 5 next in the finals. My favorite cheese? I don't know. It's a good question. Cannon Rush against Terran, maybe? It's always fun seeing that pulled off. No, he's not playing Brood War anymore, guy in the chat. Boxer plays poker professionally at this point. He wins some of the tournaments in the Asian Poker Tour. He's done pretty well for himself. All right. Dragon Scales. We have Astrea in the top left. And down in the bottom right, we have Dark. Yes, guy in the chat, I've tried poker. Played professionally for a year. I couldn't take it. You think I tilt a lot in StarCraft? I don't. You should see me play poker. All right. So, I mean, it's just like a hatch block is coming up. Pretty standard stuff. Dark will just send the drone pass. This is, I mean, you know, we've seen this a million, billion, trillion times. I guess Dark doesn't care about Eric's 15 hat build. I heard some Zergs are using it, though, so I wonder who. How do you get to say you play poker professionally? If you make all of your money and buy everything that you have with poker winnings. That's how, guy in the chat. It's pretty straightforward, my man. All right. So, oh, Cyril uses it frequently? Yeah, I figured it would be someone from Europe. That's cool, though. I want to catch some of those games. All right. Up goes the Nexus. And the Cybernetic score. We just got to chill for a little bit. And we just wait a little bit. Astrea's been avoiding Oracle builds, so that's kind of cool. Like, we did see one, but the 3 other games that we saw from him were not Oracle builds. I'd prefer him to stay off the Oracle builds just because it's, like, interesting, but honestly, the Oracle build will probably give him a decent chance. Okay, so he does go Warp Gate here. The Warp Gate, you know, the Overlord sees it, and this can be a mind game. Again, we've talked about this many times. But you skip the Warp Gate because it slows the Stargate, and then you get it afterwards. But here, he got it right away. And Twilight coming up. So, very likely a Glaives build. Very likely. Thank you, Mapu. Mapu is my #1 advertiser. Big thanks to Mapu for showing up every week. It's pretty early over in Japan for him. He lives in Japan. I think he's neighbors with Lyrak, actually, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Robo coming up, and we should see a few more gates. We'll see how many gates he goes up to here. And yeah, for those of you wondering and you want to subscribe to my channel, I appreciate it. Give a follow. We have a little sub goal here. Get me to play some StarCraft 2 again after many years of only StarCraft 1. Ooh. So he uses a Cyber Core to block. That's going to give him a lot of health there. This is very annoying to deal with. And by the way, it's actually Dark Shrine. Oh, wow. Not at all what I was expecting. All right, the Adept gets back, and he is going to be okay here. Shield battery, I think he's going to let that finish as well. Oh, man. All right, Pylon goes down, and he's just barely not going to keep that alive. Dude, Dark's aggression here is just second to none. The fact that he's eliminated 2 units here and forced all these buildings to be made and a shield battery, amazingly done. Really superb. Okay, Dark Shrine is going to be finishing up. The Prism's going to fly out. Okay, now... Dark? Okay, Dark does have 2 spores on the way. These DT builds are not very popular, but I've seen a few lately. Warps in the DTs under the Overlord. He's got to get him in and see what he can do. Now, it might go into Archon. We're not sure. Comes up, swipes some. Yeah, not going to find damage there. He is going to force a 3rd spore. 2 are already going to be made no matter what. Not going that well. Not going that well. Dark maybe getting his revenge this week. Uh-oh. This is bad news, guys. He's taking a lot of damage there. His Nexus is taking a lot of damage. I think he's just barely going to save it. Yeah, Dark just looks at the math there and runs away. He is reinforcing the more links, so there's a possibility he tries to hit it again, but I think he's just barely short of killing it. Oh, maybe. With that surround, maybe. 1 DT, I mean, it one-shots Lings, but you can kind of micro around it. Yeah, DT's popping out. Roach is on the way, which is obviously going to be very, very good. We have no anti-Roach units yet. BTs, Archons, Adepts, Zealots without charge. These are all garbage against Roaches. You really do need to get into some Robotech, possibly some Stargate tech, but more likely some Robotech or, you know, Blink Stalkers in a reasonable amount. Yeah, the Zergling harassment continues. Getting a little bit. Look at this. Might pick off that Stalker as well. There's no shield battery here. 4 probes. Not bad. Not bad. Some Archons are being fielded, but it is already into Roach production. You can see this is not going super well for Dark. The like units lost thing that we just saw, it's like somewhat close. But it's all Zerglings that have gone away. So it's not like Dark has lost anything of real importance. So right now we have 1 Archon light harassment and then 1 Archon at home helping with that defense. All right, we have the support bay coming up. That is good to see. Disruptors are going to be absolutely key this game, I think. Astrea wants to win this game. Disruptors are a good bet. Hey, he's doing reasonably well with this 1 Archon. All right, well, a lot of Stalkers out. Has the double Archon to help deal with Zerglings. Disruptors coming. +1 melee and Roach speed on the way. Mapu's pointing out Blink actually was not ready. So this is actually a big issue. I actually kind of missed that. I was not paying attention to the production tab for that. But he's made all these Stalkers, and it looks like he actually forgot Blink. Blink didn't made. That's a big issue, obviously. You know, if you were looking to poke and prod and harass your opponent at that point to reduce his unit count to force more units, Dark going to be much more comfortable now. This has not been a good opener at all for Astrea. Everything has gone wrong. So if he's able to come back and win from here, that's going to be doubly impressive. Because a lot of the other games, he had just very clean openers and stuff. But here, yeah, a lot of things have gone wrong. A lot of things have gone wrong. Harassment, he's lost lots of early units. I don't think that he basically missed his timing on the move out. But you know what? Look at this. There's a ton of Banelings being made. Baneling speed, +1 melee. But he's making quite a few Archons, isn't he? 3 Disruptor, 4 Archon? That's pretty legit. You're going to break that with Baneling Roach? Well, maybe he'll get this base. Everything's not together yet. Oh, actually, he brings it down very quickly. The Prism shows up. Oh, no. Ah! Well, you got to hand it to him. That was good defense. That was good defense. Baneling's speed only halfway done. You know what? Guys, Astrea right now, like, Dark put a lot into that. And it didn't do anything. And now he's just massing Lings. Like, we're just going to see like a million Banes. I don't know. I think Astrea, actually, the way he's setting up, look at this. This is very anti-Baneling as well. Everything is spread so that the Banelings will not deal damage to 2 cannons or 2 shield batteries at the same time. He's got a good amount of Disruptors, a good amount of Archons. Blink is done finally. Dark has a huge army, though. 124 army supply, and a lot of that is Ling Bane. So his army is actually so much bigger, he might be able to just break him anyways. It is a stupidly large army. Dude, seriously. Okay, that is a lot of Banelings. Not really caring about what might be in the way. Look at that. He just right-clicks him. You gotta appreciate Dark's style, man. Dark style. Get 90 drones. Well, this game it's 75. Make a million Banelings and right-click them to the end of the map. All right, a single Baneling scouting. I don't know. I don't know what that thing's doing. More Disruptors. Charge almost done here. +3 attack almost done. That's pretty nice for the Archons, huh? Still has 4 Disruptors as well. Does he use... What voice is that? Is that like Diva or something? Really sad he doesn't use the Tastosis voice back. Holy crap! Ridiculously good Disruptor hit. That is a lot of units still here. Throws down some Biles, gets a few decent hits there. Leaves the Lings behind, retreats with the rest. All right, Storm being researched. Yeah, I mean, adding Storm to this will make his army better. Going for that super high quality. You know, +2 on those Banes, by the way. Such a smart thing to rush to. When you have +2 attack with Banes, they one-shot probes. Right? So it's huge. Like, you clear mineral lines so much more efficiently at that point. Astrea's okay. He has 4 Nexuses pumping probes and still has 60, so it's not the end of the world. But if that happens a couple more times, that's where you're going to see him start drying up. It's going to be bad. Bunch of Zealots warping in here. They do have that +3, so easy 2 shots the Zerglings. But of course, as Banelings come up, this is not what you want. Oh, some excellent Psy Storms go down. Oh my god, but 1 Baneling rolls through and kills a ton of probes there. 6 more go down. Nice blink forward, but hold on. Ling Bane turning on him now. Another Baneling run-in. Look at that probe count just start to fall. Dark's so on top of reducing this economy. 27 probes go down. 37 remain for Astrea. Now, Astrea's army is pretty good, but I don't know if it's walk across the map and win good. Let's see. I think even inefficiently, Dark might have enough here to just eliminate the army. And, Dark does GG. Can't quite deal with the army that Astrea brought for that counterattack. Killed the entire economy, too. But sometimes you hit that moment, right, where what you have popping out of eggs will never be able to join up and actually kill that. No, I don't. No, it was like okay, GG. It's like it really did just come down to that one attack from Astrea. Because if Dark can break it, he knows he wins the game. But great defense, great job keeping it going. By the way, I just got word Gumiho came back in 2-1 Nightmare after he lost the first game. So Gumiho going to be in the grand finals. Love to see him there. Didn't get to cast him yet today. Gumiho always has been personally one of my favorite players to watch and cast. Definitely going to make it really interesting. Anyone who's not a Gumiho fan, like, what are you even doing with your life? It's cool, though, as well, to see Nightmare really rising up right now. We thought he was going to, like, back in 2016? I don't know. Was it 2017? I'm trying to remember when he really first popped up. But he never really did. He kind of fell flat. Anyways. Yeah, we're just waiting for this third map. Very exciting. Love to see Astrea doing this well. How much money has I won in StarCraft? You say 14K? I don't know. All right. We're going to get into game number 3. Here we go, guys. It says 14K on esports earnings. Yeah, I don't know. Sure. Sure. That's actually a lot for Brood War, man. All right. It's time. We have in the bottom left, Dark. And in the top right, Astrea. Map is Royal Blood. Tied up 1-1 right now. That was, I think that we're really seeing Astrea right now ascend to a new level. I'm not joking. It's like, he did not have a smooth opener that last game, and I think Dark probably did become overconfident. I think if Dark's life is on the line that last game, he probably plays it a bit different. Not to say that he wins, but I think he was really just trying to end the game. So it's really cool to see just how well Astrea is playing lately. So he blocks the hatch. Will Dark go back? No. Yeah, he will. He will. This is something Dark's been doing, where he goes back to the natural with the drone, and his hatchery's just late. And he does. So that's going to make it harder to harass. But again, Astrea hasn't been relying on Adepts and Oracles like a lot of Protoss do. You know, I see someone saying it must suck to get really good at a game right before Stormgate kills it. You know, being good at StarCraft is what makes you good at other games. You know, when StarCraft 2 came out, people were like, who's going to be better, Warcraft 3 players or Brood War players? And I was like, that is the stupidest question I've ever heard. Brood War players were 1,000 times better. In fact, even when Age of Empires 4 came out, there were a few Age 2 pros that can absolutely hang, but StarCraft 2 players just came in and won a lot. StarCraft is what makes you good at life, truly. Unless you're a Brood War Protoss player, then you're just fucking garbage. So nothing out of the ordinary here so far. A little bit of harassment. It's whatever. I mean, these are the worker harassment you see in StarCraft 2 is not, it's not a very big deal. doesn't do that much. But, I mean, it's good. You should do it. It's not to say that you shouldn't do it, but it's not as impactful as other worker harasses that we see in other games. Now, Stargate is coming up. So it looks like he is going Adept Oracle. But with Dark having delayed his natural to be able to take the correct location, might not do as much as he would be hoping here. I guess there is some small chance he doesn't go Oracle, but I really think that he will. And once again, we are in the semifinals, guys. Finals are next, and then we'll be going into Brood War. And it's going to be a Phoenix. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm down. Let's see what he does with this. Okay, so first Phoenix comes out, and he's going to go clear that Overlord. I'm sure he'll want to look for the other one as well. Gets rid of this one because it's watching the choke. It's more important. The other Overlord is trying to escape down the side. And he will go Oracle afterwards. He might just have gone for this because there's two Overlords on his side. Because I think if you're only going to kill one, it's not worth it as much. But if you're going to get two, it's reasonable. Also, don't forget, we have some older style harass that you can do with Oracle Phoenix. When the Oracle first came out, people were trying things like bringing in Phoenixes to lift Queens to reduce the amount of damage going onto their Oracles. So we might see something like that. But Dark has played long enough that he's played against that in the past. Maybe against a newer Zerg that could become confusing because we haven't seen it in years. Goes for the the larva. I like it. That does count for something. It doesn't. It's not money that you lost, but it is potential units, right? Like those are unit slots you're never going to get back. Larva management is a huge part of Zerg macro. So you just made it so that like 2 drones can never exist or 4 lings can never exist. Oh, what is this queen doing? How embarrassing. Just Overlords hatching at that hatchery. That's pretty funny. He's like, no, we're not losing any drones. A lot of lings being made, a few roaches as well. Dark Shrine on the way. Okay, so basically, this is Dark going super duper all in. He's doing the Queen March across the map. Cannons and batteries being made. If Astrea can live to the Dark Shrine finishing, he'll win the game. Excuse me. That's about the size of it. You absolutely, once you get the DTs out, there's just nothing left for the Zerg player to do because they have no detection. Right? This is not a layer build. This is a hatchery tech build. Excuse me. Got those hiccups back. Somehow the probes hold on with that overcharge. He's attacking his own robo. What a mistake. Oh, excuse me again. Sorry. I'll hold my breath in a minute here. Dark Shrine is finishing. Okay, that's 1 DT. Oh, wow. Those Oracles doing huge work on the side. 3 DTs come out. So that's the end of the rush. That is the end of the rush. Did it do enough? I think you, excuse me, want to turn around and kill the Queens. It looks... Can he actually get that Nexus? God, I don't know why I have hiccups so many times today. Yeah, I think... Is he going to save the Nexus? This is close. Oh, God, I think the Nexus is just going to go down. Oh! He was like a half of a millisecond slow on selecting the overcharge to heal the Nexus. That is pure pain. If he saves that Nexus, the game's over. That's crazy. All right, the Oracle's coming in, getting some very good harass damage. Don't forget, Dark is very, very low on drones comparatively for this time, because he was on like 38 for a very long time during that push. And now Astrea is sitting here, no walls or anything, but he's actually making like a pretty high-tech, high-quality army. Remaking that third Nexus. Yeah, I tell you, that Dark Shrine really ended up helping him to hold. Not too bad. Not too bad. If he had saved the Nexus, though, that would have been something else. The overcharge just barely late. It actually, the overcharge flicked onto the Oracle that had damage on it, and he flicked it back as quick as he could. I could see the animation start, but the Nexus blew up. All right, Disruptor on the way. Hydralisk Den. Huh. Hydralisk Den is kind of interesting. Are we going to go... Well, he has Roach Speed. Is there... Like, if he tries Roach Hydra, he's going to die to Disruptors. Disruptors really invalidated that strategy. We've seen it, like, almost never since then. You guys remember Tefl? The European Zerg? He literally disappeared when Disruptors came out, because he went Roach Hydra every game. I don't know if that's why he disappeared, but he did disappear. Disruptors did come out, and you can't go for that comp anymore. Those are all things that happen. I linked them together for a story. Anyways. Blink coming up. More Disruptors. Oracle getting some high-quality scouting. He sees that there is upgrading in that Hydralisk Den. I tell you what. I like this right now for Astrea. I know that Dark does have better supply. His creep spread is okay. It's not anything to write home about. I guess considering the way the game started, you can't be too critical since all his queens are across the map. Infestation Pit coming up. I mean, you could go Infester here. I mean, not Infester. Stormhost here, possibly. This is the type of unit set you want to go for that against. Like, Archon Immortal is very, very weak to Swarmhost. If you can just keep him off your back for a couple minutes, it starts to gain massive, massive value. I don't think that's what he's going for, though. I actually think he's going to rush up to Viper. I think Dark wants to go Vipers here. Let's see, does he start that hive? Yeah, there it is. DT gonna make it out after just a few kills. We have 3 Archons coming up to join what he's already got. The Archons are not, like, against this comp. What are the Archons for? There's no Banelings. There's not even really Lings, are there? Are there a lot of Lings on the map? I don't think that there are. I guess that they do good tanking. They tank very well here for Disruptors. But Hydras do just mow them down so quickly. All right, here we go. Astrea moving forward. Oh, actually sniped one of those Disruptors before the ball went off. Very nicely done. Okay, decent hits, but does have to back up as the Disruptor balls run out. Oh, that was a sick Stasis Ward. Absolutely sick Stasis Ward. But as you can see, the Archons don't do particularly well against this. They've all taken a ton of damage so far. Adepts going in for quite a bit of harassment elsewhere. Hydra's being microed frantically here. Ooh! I thought he was going to lose that. Oh my god, and then one of those goes off. My god, we are very close to Dark being broken right now. Charge lots coming in. There are some lurkers here. Of course, Disruptors can counter lurkers. Fleet Beacon and Stargate go up immediately when the lurkers are here. So it does look like we're going to have a transition into carriers. I hope that Dark gets his Spire very quickly from here. Because if he does not, he's going to have a very bad time. Couple Vipers on the way. Zealots saving the day over at that 5th Nexus. All right, we're going to have 4 Stargate carrier. He has left some of his supply empty. He's going to do the warping first, I think. Oh, no. Well, that's... I like that. I like how he attack moves it instead of targeting the prism. Killed his Zealots, too. Free kills. Anyways, this attack, I mean, the Disruptor's doing a good job. Lurkers move forward to try to push everything back. Lurkers are pretty damn good. Such a great defensive unit. Continuing to get those upgrades. Getting that range upgrade right now. Very important. The Viper's being added in as well. Disruptor's going to be the #1 target. Oh, boy. Okay, well, he kills a few, but gets the Disruptors as well. So some Lurkers die, some Disruptors. More Lurkers on the way. Only 2 carriers are being made right now. +3, +2 Plasma Shields going to be finishing up. Love seeing him focus on Plasma Shields, by the way. With such a high Archon count, as well as going into air units, Plasma Shields obviously going to be a bit more useful than armor, even though it is a bit more expensive. Now, can we get into a proper air toss endgame here? Or, like, because we don't have good anti-carrier right now. It's like he's adding some spores. He has the Hydras, and the Hydras are going to have +3 missile attack, so that's great. You know, he does have some Vipers. So this stuff's all very good. But Dark's endgame in particular against air toss, I think, is probably the best. So he's adding 2 Spires right now. I want to see if he's going to add the Ultralisk Cavern. Because he actually is the one who kind of invented Ultras against air toss. And that's basically what you utilize them for, is to get rid of the High Templars. And then you're basically, right, so you use them, you get rid of High Templars, and then that allows your Corruptors to actually work, so you're not getting stormed or killed off by Archons immediately, right? So that's kind of the thought process of the Ultras. They counter a bunch of the stuff that's under the carriers. So cleans that up. Does lose his Evos, which is very, very annoying. Luckily, +3 missile attacks did finish, so it's not the end of the world. Pathogen Glands on the way. Dark just kind of getting ready for all eventualities. I think that's very, very smart. You'll probably just start one upgrade on the Spire and go greater with the other, I would imagine. That is a scary army you're looking at right there. Oh, he actually goes double upgrade. Okay. Okay. Now, the one thing that does is that shuts off the potential for a counter push with Broodlords. But he might have looked at this and said, I don't think that's going to occur. This is going to go real long. Let's get the upgrades. In which case, that would be a better call. But, like, let's say that something happens here and then suddenly, like, you need to get through the Archons. It's like, okay, you want to, like, you kill off a chunk of carriers and you want to switch them over. But I think he knows that Astrea probably too good to allow that to occur. Now some tagging going down. Astrea poking in. Oh my god, so efficient. These carriers just doing serious damage right now. See if he can yank some in. All right, throws down the feedback and some good storms. But, I mean, that's still a good pull. That's still a good pull from Dark. Astrea right now on 82 probes against the 60 of Dark. Oh my god. That economy, unbelievable. Look at the bank as well. 2.8k, 2.2k. Dark does have a bit of bank. And, you know, he's trying. He is picking off a lot of interceptors, so that's doing at least a little bit, I guess. All right, pretty close as far as units lost. I'm pretty impressed with that. Didn't really feel that way. Okay, Astrea moving towards that bottom right. Gonna hit this base from behind. Still has those Psy Storms in there, you know? That can be an issue. Looks like a Greater Spire is gonna be coming up while he gets +2 air. Their attack, that is, specifically. Still no Ultralisk Cavern or anything like that. Broodlords can serve a similar role, right? Like Broodlings plus the long Broodlord attack can kill off Archons, they can kill off High Templars. Mapu suggesting maybe he should suicide some of his probes. I think he wants to mine out everything he has really quickly. He's being very efficient. I actually personally am a fan of having a lot of workers in any matchup, because if you play it right, like very grindy like this, it's really, really good. But if you're actually going to be doing full attacks into defended positions as opposed to poking them like this, then it is better to get rid of some workers so you have a bigger army to overwhelm. Few stasis wards out. Like to see it. You can see Dark's efficiency is going down. Gonna lose this hatchery in the bottom right, unfortunately. Greater Spire is done. Oh, God. Losing some additional lurkers. Dude, the ground army is so scary right there. It's just so useful for Astrea. Still has a couple Immortals, a couple Disruptors, a ton of Archons. You can't right-click your Corruptors onto the carriers, because the Archons and Storms will kill all your Corruptors in a matter of seconds. The amount of splash damage is just too much. He needs to deal with that somehow. I think he's... Like, see how he's still making Corruptors? I believe he's actually going to morph, like, a bunch of, like, he's trying to utilize Lurkers for this right now. See, he runs up and burrows. Look at the efficiency, though. My God. He actually does get one there, so those Lurkers don't die. But I think he's going to morph a bunch of Broods at once if this eventually doesn't work. You know? Make, like, 10 Broods and just, like, plow through the Templars and Archons, and then your Corruptors can actually fight. And then you have a shot. But actually, as I say that, he's making 6 more Lurkers. So I guess he is going to keep utilizing the Lurkers for this idea. Right? Still, it needs to be done. Like, you can't actually attack the carriers without getting rid of those ground support units. See? That was gross, huh? How many thousands of damage was just dealt there? Kind of insane. Wow, those storms. Oh my God, look at the damage on all those Corruptors. This is getting really hard for Dark right now. Astrea's doing it just right, this grinding action that you see. And every now and then he has something like Zealots running from the side. Attacks in here once again. Pops another couple Lurkers. And the Corruptors come up, trying to get those kills. Wants to 1 volume. Almost does. Another hatchery falls, unfortunately. Trying to come up, but see those High Templars come? He'll lose so many. It's really, like, I see the pain for Dark. Right? I play Protoss in StarCraft too, so it's... Like, this isn't like a balance wine exactly, but like... In this type of situation, it is so difficult to engage. The carriers have such ridiculously high DPS, and you can't really get on top of them because Storm plus Archons just deal splash, and all of your Corruptors are stacked. And you can see how bruised they are. Imagine him losing all those Corruptors. That's thousands of minerals and gas. Thousands. Dark right now, he's having a terrible time. We got a couple of feedbacks, really nicely done on the Vipers. Picks off another base. Look at this, the Psy Storm's just being spammed out right now. G from Dark. And Astrea goes to his second finals in a row. Absolutely insane. Madness, I say.